Well. Let's talk about it. You know, when I post things or if I comment on a post and then I see someone respond to that, my comment or the post, and they say something that I think is ridiculous, or if I'm not sure they're trolling, or if they are among those who are ill-informed, in my opinion, I oftentimes go to their page to get a look at the things that they post, to get an idea of the type of person they might be. And this is one such example. Let's take a look. Now, do you see this picture right here? I'm going to tag this person that posted it. This is a 100-year snapshot of how Black women presented themselves in 1925 versus how they present themselves in 2025. And we're going to go out on a limb and say that they have maybe in their 20s, maybe 30s. But then you juxtapose that to what we have here in the picture below, where they're, one, not wearing their own hair, two, tattoos all up and down the arms, you know, sticking out their tongues, throwing up the finger, just, really, how shall we say, trashy. Okay, so one of the questions you see down there is 100 years later, have we progressed? Well, of course, many people such as myself said, no, we have regressed. So let me go read to you some of the comments that this person said. So this young man writes, I see the same in both pictures. This generation ain't no worse than than that generation ain't no better. No, and that generation ain't no better. I wrote, wrong. He writes, your opinion. I write, you can't argue with results. He writes, nothing new under the sun. What goes on today went on in the past. Let's peel this back a little bit, shall we? Now, I will concede what went on in the past goes on now. There's nothing new under the sun as it relates to wayward behavior, as it relates to, sexual promiscuity, but we had discretion. I also wrote that, let me find it. Want to quote myself correctly here. I said, wrote, at least they had standards, dignity, self-respect, intelligence, worth ethic, and the list goes on. There's no comparison. Now, when we look at the picture that I just showed you, let's show it again. If you look at the women at the top, yes, you say, well, auntie, the styles are different. I will concede that. But I'm going to tell you this. Class, style, elegance, grace, poise never goes out of style, darlings. And at least the women up top look clean, like in hygiene. The women below look straight up nasty. Let's continue, shall we? Well, you all might say, well, auntie, that sounds like you're judging. I am. Because judgment is making an assessment. And I judge and I assess that the women on that picture below and those that conduct themselves in such a manner, they don't look clean. I will submit to you, they probably take more care of those wigs they're wearing than their own body. And we can find pictures of that because many of these women who be on these internets, the hair underneath the wig, they don't take care of it. It looks ridiculous, like rats been sucking on it. And, like I said before, they're all, like, I will agree, there's nothing new under the sun, but I tell you what, at least if women were acting whorish, they wasn't proud of it. And if you weren't proud of it, they'll let you know that something was wrong with it. And then there were some that didn't mind showing that they were whorish. And the results spoke for themselves. So I will submit we have regressed. We can't read, can't speak, can't count, or not parenting. So that is new under the sun. That is new under the sun. Because people fought for the opportunity that you all are just giving away freely. People fought and died for the chances, resources that you all are giving away freely. That is new under the sun. That's new under the sun when you don't give a damn. Now that is new under the sun, because before we gave a damn. What is new under the sun, now you can't tell the difference between those who are educated and those who aren't. Because the conduct is the same. That is new under the sun. And see, because of that, and you say, well, Auntie, that's like you're turning your nose up to people. No, I'm not. You all know my background. But because, see, I recognize who sacrificed for me to be here. How dare me, how dare I cast it off and conduct myself even when I was younger, in my 20s and 30s. How dare me spit in the face of the people who made opportunities for me by carrying myself like a ne'er-do-well. I'll just say that. But again, some of y'all type because you got fingers, talk because you got a mouth, and can't shut up long enough to intake what people may be saying and writing, that there may be something, some wisdom in it. And what is new under the sun while I'm thinking about it? Yes, we as young people had opinions oftentimes differing than our elders. But we shut up long enough for them to plant the seed. Most time when the seed were planted, they were germinating in times that we would rebel, but we would always come back full circle to remember those seeds that were planted. But y'all don't shut up long enough to even have the seed planted. That is new under the sun. And are we better off or worse off? And before you say, oh, we got more millionaires. So, better don't mean more money. Now, to you all with limited mindsets, it might. But the most prolific people that we've studied or that we speak of were not rich. But they left a legacy that we have built on, that we have benefited from. So, better don't mean more money. It just means you got more money. And as we see from the Elon Musk of the world, money don't mean smart. It means you did what you needed to do to get the money, no matter who else was sacrificed to get it. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.